beautiful morning in late August. I have the day off, so I'm going to the woods, do some scouting. Obviously I'm super pumped for the season to start, but sometimes I wonder if I have more fun during the off season and scouting than I do when I'm hunting. I'm hunting for amazing spots. I'm hunting to put the puzzle together. I want to put that puzzle. I guess putting the puzzle together is almost just as fun as actually going out there and trying to get yourself a deer, in my opinion. And I like hunting private land where you have some control over the environment, and you kind of can predict what's going on. But to me, it's just a little more exciting going out to these public spots that you've never stepped foot on, or that you're trying to figure out the puzzle. It's a blast. And so I'm going today to a spot that I've already been twice, and I actually put a trail camera out there. But that was about a month ago, maybe a little longer. And I'm gonna go check the card and maybe pull the trail camera, because I'm probably not gonna go back in there until after the season, unless I'm hunting it. But I'm gonna go back in a different from a different direction. I'm gonna see if I can get in from the south, and I think my first sit, I want to sit and observe. So I'm going to go into a spot where maybe I can have less impact on any of the activity in there and see for a really long way. And the only direction to do that from would be from the south. So I'm going to see how much of a pain in the butt it is to get in there from the south. But that's the plan for today, and I'm going to, in the next clip, I'm going to show you guys on the aerial map how I'm going to go about doing that and why I'm going to go about doing that. But it's just a perfect day. Well, I would love it if it was going to be in the 70s or in the low 70s or high 60s or whatever, but it's supposed to get up to about 88 degrees. So by the time I'm done, because it's nice and early right now, by the time I'm done, I'm probably going to be sweating and miserable, but right now everything's good. Okay, so I park here where that red cross is, and the plan is to get up to this yellow dot up here. There you are, right here. So I have to make my way through here, try to find the easiest way to get through there, because it's real thick and nasty right now. But the reason I'm going up there is because that's right up there is where I have my trail camera. It's in one of those dots there, and it's a really great spot. There's those other dots are beds and such. So I want to get back up in there and get my trail camera, but along with that, because from where I would have to come from this direction where I scouted before, that's all doe bedding right there, and I don't want to disturb that on my way in. So I'm trying to find another route to come in to where I'm not going to be disturbing that. Hopefully there's not a ton of bedding right in here, which most likely there probably is, but I just want to find a spot somewhere in this area or in those cluster of trees where I can set up a stand and just observe all the activity that's going on right around in here. Like maybe I set it up over here somewhere in a tree, so that I could see what the movement's like and what kind of deer are in there. But I don't want to put a ton of pressure on it right away, because I really think this is a great spot. So I'm on my way back to that spot, and look, I'm just walking along, and I'm almost 100% positive that that's a bed. I don't know if it's a doe or buck bed. It might be two different winds. But there's a spot matted down right there. And there's a spot matted down right there.
with that as a backstop. This is all down pine trees that are thick and nasty right through here. So he's got a good sense of security. But yeah, and that might not even be used right now, but I'm pretty sure that's a deer bed right there. I love finding those. Mark it on the map. So I'm walking along again, and I see this nice scrape. And I'm looking around like, where the heck is there a licking branch? To make sure that it is indeed a scrape. Well, I didn't see any licking branch, and then I look over here, and that's broke off up there, and that's suspicious. Because then when you put it out, I mean, that's quite a ways up there. That might be a tall deer. Getting up on their hind legs and using that because they don't have any other options, and this has probably been here for a long time. So that's pretty interesting. Just hanging there like that, and now they're probably using it for sure. Well, I didn't get to my spot that I wanted to go scout. But I was walking along the hardwoods transition line and heard at least 3 or 4 deer slowly get up and walk away to different area. So I had to come in and check it out. This is perfect deer bedding habitat. And just walking along, I just saw this one here. Nice little spot carved out for at least 1 deer, maybe 2. But this is just so thick and nasty. Big trees, which usually contain the beds. And this is the direction that I have to go to get to the area where my trail camera is. But there's more large trees out there, so you know there's going to be some beds there. This is this is above my head, and it's just phenomenal. Now I think I'm going to have to hang a stand off of this, probably back into the hardwoods, because if I try to get a stand down in here, I'm just going to ruin it all. Which stinks, because it would be great to get a stand up in here and sneak in here and just watch the deer activity through here throughout the day. We'll see. Maybe I can figure something out. Another awesome find. right this area right over here is where I heard all the commotion. If I was a deer, this is where I'd like to bed. It's about as closed in as it gets. So I'm over here by the stream. My trail camera's over there. There's no getting across this, that's for sure. I have another option of going up and trying to cross in a different spot over there. Otherwise, that trail camera is just going to be out here, which is disappointing because I want to see what's on it. But I don't have time to go around this. But I was walking up to this stream and I came across a really nice bed. And it's a single bed. I guarantee it's a buck bed. He's got his back right up against the stream. And you can look out, but this is just so thick and nasty right through here. He's just chilling right there. But he's got an exit through here to go down by next to the stream. Obviously he can just cross the stream if he wants. And then he's got his entrance that I just walked through, which is right along that way. So another good find that I'll mark on the map. And where I planned on setting up a tree stand and where my trail camera is just down there a little bit. So this could be a really good spot. Just trying to get to that stream. Walk up on another bed. There. Nice spot. Insanely thick. I don't see any rubs, but that doesn't mean that it's not a buck bed. It just means that there's not a lot of competition for these beds because there could be one every there could be just hundreds within all this stuff. I just keep stumbling in them. So, this is by far the best part of my walk today. Very frustrating that I wasn't able to get my trail camera. I kept walking down the river and never came to a spot I could cross. It was probably close to being over my head. So I don't even know if I could cross it with waders. It was just, I mean, it's perfect deer habitat back there. It is thick and nasty, and there's just beds everywhere. I walked right into a couple of them on accident. Then a couple I saw from a trail. But I learned a ton about the land today, and picked out some potential tree stand spots. those deer are just going to push further and further back into there as the season goes on. And as when I get home and I have a chance to look at all the info and plot it out, I will definitely be making some plans for hanging some tree stands. And based on the wind direction, I have 3 potential ways that I could get back in there. So very beneficial experience. Just wish I could have got my trail camera, because I know there's some buck activity on there. I hung that trail camera right off a trail that leads away from 3 buck beds that I know are buck beds that were not confirmed by sight, but they have the rubs right there in the beds, and they're single beds, so I'm fairly confident that they are buck beds. So just frustrated that I can't get those pictures and see what's out there, but that's how it goes in the deer woods. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.